Hi and hello everybody, it's Fern. Welcome back to another planty video. Thank you so much for joining me for this watering extravaganza because I have to water pretty much every plant in this house today. So I can get it done pretty quickly. Like I have a pretty solid routine these days. But normally I like to water in sections. But recently I've kind of fallen off of that and I've found myself just doing like a one mass watering like once a week or so, and it's been well over a week since I did like a thorough watering for everybody. So yeah, they're all thirsty in here and we're going to attend to all of them, and I'm going to take you through my whole routine. We have like different types of plants and different needs that we're going to be covering, I suppose. Some plants get different fertilizers, some plants even get different water, and yeah, I'm just going to be taking you through everything that it requires to water my entire collection. One of y'all commented recently that you miss my water with me videos. I used to upload those like years ago now, where I would just take you through, we just water together. So yeah, I figured that I would take you along today since I got that comment. So thank you so much to whoever requested this. I feel like it's the perfect video to put on while you're watering your own plants or taking care of household chores or anything like that. It's just kind of like a hangout and vibe type of video. So I hope that sounds good to you. I need to go grab my waterer. I'm gonna get my tea all prepared here. I think it's done steeping, and then I'll be right with you. Okay, so I have my handy dandy electric waterer here. This changed the watering game for me a couple of years ago now. I use it like every single time I water. It just makes it so much easier for me and more timely for me to go around and water all of the plants. I used to take every single plant to the sink, which I don't know how I was surviving like that. Like, do y'all remember when I used to do that? Now I water almost every single plant in place. There are a couple that I do take to the sink, like my orchids, and some of the plants in my cabinets because they don't have trays under them. But for the most part, I just water everyone in place and it makes it so much quicker for me. So this comes in very, very handy for that. And then I also have grabbed my zero water pitcher. This is what I use to water my pinguiculas with. So I just filled it and it's just kind of processing the water right now, filtering it. So that's all going. I'm just gonna leave it here on the counter and then it'll be ready for when I get to those plants. I usually fertilize every second watering and that works out to be about every second week. And right now I am still using the nurture system. I'm really loving this fertilizer. It's always hard to like isolate one reason why a plant is doing well, but I will say that some of my Hoya have been giving me like massive growth lately since I switched to this fertilizer. So I don't know, I'm gonna keep using it and see if everybody continues to do super well. Let me show you actually. I think I actually showed you these new leaves somewhat recently, but look at how large they are getting. Like, are you kidding me? That is massive compared to the other leaves. Like, look at the regular leaf size that I was getting before compared to the leaves that I'm getting now. Like, what do you mean? That is wild. And my Van Viengensis is doing the exact same thing. So yeah, I'm really curious to see if I continue to just get like this insane growth on my plants. Like I cannot believe the leaf size of those new ones. It's wild. So far I have a really great impression on that fertilizer, but of course I'm going to continue to use it longer term to kind of form my opinion on it. But right now I'm super happy with that. So I'm going to be mixing this up in the hydroponic ratio because I'm going to start with going around and watering all of my hydroponic or my semi-hydroponic plants in self-watering planters. I think we've done this somewhat recently. I remember mixing fertilizer in a video not too long ago, so I'm just gonna kind of breeze through this. Okay, so usually I start in the bedroom and I actually only have one semi-hydro plant in the bedroom, which is the Rhaphidophora tetrasperma variegated. And I've actually been thinking about moving that plant out into the dining room because I don't know, the room can just be really chilly and I do run the air conditioning in there like every night and it gets quite cold. And I've been noticing some browning on the variegation and I know that sometimes that can be or like one of the reasons contributing to that can be cooler temperatures. So I figured that I would just move it out and see if it does a little bit better. So I think I'm just gonna go grab it and bring it out here. Okay, I actually just switched to my wireless mic so that I can walk around and y'all can still hear what I'm saying. Just gives me a lot more freedom when filming moving around kinds of videos. Okay, so this area is kind of unorganized right now, as are honestly a lot of my areas, perhaps even my whole house right now. I was a little bit under the weather the past couple of weeks, and to be completely honest, I still am kind of, more mentally than physically, but yeah, so just things might be a little not looking their best. Okay, so I'm thinking of either putting this Rhaphidophora down here on the floor and then having it kind of go up around the door. I feel like that could be cool, but I also am kind of tempted to put it up here and then have it kind of climbing the wall, because it will look nice with this like blue. But I also am just a little bit apprehensive about having a plant climb this nicely painted wall. Like, it's still a little bit too fresh for me to want to allow that. So I might just go with on the floor. Well, let me think about this actually. Okay, so normally we have the gigas up here as well. And it does look cool to have like a variegated plant up there as well. Everything is everywhere. Like, what's this cactus doing up here? I don't know. Oh, it does look nice. Honestly, maybe I should just let it climb, let it climb. Yeah, okay, I do unfortunately kind of love that. So maybe I'll leave it. And I just might have to touch up the paint. I don't know. What do you guys think? What would you do? Let me know. I mean, the reality is that plants, like, this is a planty home, so paint might need to be touched up sometimes, and that's just, I guess, the reality of it. But yeah, there's just like, I just pulled off. I should have shown you before I pulled it off, but it just has some minor browning. But I guess with this, it's also like, where is it gonna go? Like, it's just gonna like get up to where the poles are mounted, and then where am I gonna guide it in a way that'll look cool? You know what I mean? Whereas if it's down on the floor and it's going along the doorway, then that's like a natural way to kind of shape it. So maybe I should put it down. I don't know. Oh my gosh. Okay, I don't have time to be doing like a full rearrange today, but honestly, I feel like I'm gonna leave it at the door. Okay, yeah, I think I'm gonna keep it down here in this spot for now. And I'm gonna stick a command hook or two on so that I can guide it or keep it from flopping over. My begonia lucerne might actually need, oh, what the heck? Might actually need another command hook right now as well. What is going on? What the heck? These are like old or something. What the? It's not even sticky. What's going on? What is going on? It's like not, these are like expired or something? What the heck? Are all of these weird? Oh my gosh, I think that they are. They're all like crunchy and the papers are just coming off. Okay. I found these sitting in a drawer and they actually probably are old. Let's try, oh, they sound crunchy as well. It doesn't sound promising. No. I need an actual functioning command hook, please. Okay, there's one. Oh no, I can already tell it's weird. What the heck? It's like the adhesive dried out or something. Okay, well that was a fail. I have all of these hooks now and no little sticky tabs. So I guess I'll have to pick up some more next time I'm at the hardware store, and maybe I can just stick like a piece of tape for now to stabilize that. Okay. All right. And I didn't even water it. That's supposed to be my objective today. Let's water him quickly. Okay, I've just got to top him up. He's not completely dry. There we go. Okay, just top up this philodendron micans a little bit. It's looking really good lately. Oh, these begonia propagations. Oh my gosh, they really need some water. Do they have roots yet? Oh my gosh, do they? Oh, begonias root so insanely fast. I mean, I guess it's been a few weeks, but wow. This Syngonia, running dry. She's a bit thirsty, honestly. There are a couple of plants inside the cabinet that are in self-watering. I think they're all begonias. Yeah, they are. So I'm just gonna top those up quick. Also, the light's off in here because the plants were really dry, so I just didn't turn it on this morning because I didn't want them to get even drier. So I'll turn it back on once I'm finished watering everyone in there. Some of my climbers in front of the window here are in self-watering, so I'm gonna top those up. And there's also so many leaves that have fallen off of my Crimson Queen, I guess. So I need to do some cleanup around here as well. Wow, these plants are like dry. Look at this. Hoya Lima is completely on empty. I don't know if I've ever even seen that pot go completely empty before. Oh, it's a bit of a workout as well. Going up and down and like squeezing in between these little areas. This philodendron Jose Buono is a plant that I'm considering getting rid of right now, which on one hand sucks and I don't want to because I love this philodendron, especially as far as variegated philodendron go. I feel like it's a really good one, but it's just not the type of climbing philodendron that works well in my home because it has these like rigid petioles, and the way that the leaf hangs, you can't really pin the petioles in like I do with my other ones, like my Majestic, Glorious, and Varicosum. I use S hooks to keep the petioles nice and tight to the pole, and then the leaves just hang out nicely. This one you can't really do that, so it takes up a lot of space and it doesn't really like sit nicely. And I don't know, if I had like a nice bright corner or something, I would love to have a Jose Buono, but I don't know that it's working for my space, but I do love it, so it sucks. I did recently get the philodendron Brantianum, so I was thinking of kind of replacing this philodendron with that one, but I haven't 100% decided which plants I'm getting rid of yet. I have to decide by the end of the month. That's like the deadline that I'm giving myself, so we'll see. But yeah, I'm thinking about getting rid of this one. I mean, for now, I haven't decided, so I'm gonna keep it watered, of course. Okay, I'm just gonna quickly do the rest of my, oh, what's going on with this? Oh shoot, I think this one is really full of water, is it? Yeah. Okay, I showered this the other day, and since the insert of this pot doesn't come out, it just like filled up with water, and I was trying to dump out as much as I could, but it definitely got like overfilled. So my begonia lucerne is getting kind of massive. Wow, that took a lot of water. Look at the lucerne catching the Hoya mirabilis flowers. Like, okay, thank you so much. I always just make like a pile of plant debris on the counter, and then I put it in the compost when I'm done. And look at these leaves down here. Oh my gosh, look at all the flowers. Yeah, if you have flowering Hoya, then you know, like they are very, very messy. Okay, I'm gonna clean up in here real quick. Some of y'all were suggesting to pin the second cane over with that one. And I was just gonna say, let's go ahead and do that. But then I remembered I don't have any command hook sticky part right now. So I'm gonna hold off on that. But yeah, she has grown so much and is continuing to grow like crazy. Okay, I'm just gonna finish up all of the self-watering pots out here. I actually might have to mix up some more fertilizer water. Everyone was so dry, so I've gone through a lot. My gosh, this Florida Ghost is so thirsty. It's actually insane. And it will be dry again in like 2 more days. I probably need to up pot it. But you can't even tell, like it never complains, even when I leave it like completely dry for days. It's still just like the prettiest plant ever. Like, are you joking me? Oh my gosh, I love her. Okay, I just got sidetracked by the beauty of my philodendron Florida Ghost, and I made a reel, or I posted a reel quickly because I don't know, I just had to. And I'm always getting distracted like that when I'm watering, but we're gonna continue on. Do I have any water left? It seems like I have a little bit left. So let's, man, this jewel orchid, I don't know what I'm gonna do with it. I think that I might put it back into soil because I don't know, it's just not thriving in leca. Let me know if you have yours in semi-hydro. But I just had so much more luck when it was growing in soil, so I might go back to that. Okay, oh boy. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. That one doesn't really need water. Oh my gosh, is my water actually gonna last me? Oh no, I have this one here. The last plant that I have to water that's in semi-hydro is the Florida Ghost that's climbing above the TV. So I'm gonna use what's left. Okay, you're not gonna be able to see me. Whoops. Oh. Oh shoot, I just sprayed water everywhere. Okay, that was silly. This is not working. All I managed to do was spray water up on top of the cabinet up there. And then my water was like, LOL, I'm empty. So I'm just gonna mix up the soil ratio now because that's literally the only other semi-hydro plant, and it'll be fine if it just gets the lower fertilizer ratio. Okay, so I'm gonna go grab a couple of plants that I have in the bedroom. By the way, I have been being so much better about actually rolling my plant cart out of the bathroom. It gets stored in the bathroom because it's just, I don't know, there's nowhere really else to put it where it wouldn't be in the way. And for whatever reason, I was just leaving it in there, even though the whole purpose is that it is portable and I can have all of my supplies within reach. So now I've gotten into the habit of bringing it out with me, and it is just so nice to be able to find everything. And I also just reorganized it not long ago, so it's great. I like to bring out my plants that are just sitting inside the Wally Grow planters that aren't directly planted into them, and I just water them in the sink. This Adansonii has so many growth points that are activating. Do you see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5? There's like 10 growth points. I don't even know if you can see, but look, bunch of little baby growth points like that, which is so wild because I chopped this. Okay, my battery rudely died, but I was just saying that we chopped this vine and then it's put out 1 million growth points. So that's pretty cool to see. And then it also has continued like growing from a growth point that it put out. Wait, is this the one that I chopped? Yeah, it is. This is technically like a new vine that's shot out here. I chopped it down there. And then the other vine is also continuing to grow. I'm so happy that I have finally got my Adansonii back on the go. So I need to water that one. And then, oh shoot, I need to stir this up, I think. This is probably gonna be a long video because I think I'm just literally gonna take you through everything. If I'm just locking in and getting all of my watering done, I could get it all done in like an hour. But since I'm, you know, chatting and getting distracted and taking my time here, it's probably gonna take me more like 2 or 3 hours, but that's okay. Anywho, the other plant that I grab is the Hushkliana, because again, this one is not directly in a Wally Grow planter. She has so many flowers on her right now. I'm obsessed with this Hoya. You already know. Y'all already know. Fertilizer water for you. Something else that I have to take into consideration when I'm watering is how heavy this gets. So right now it's very full, so it's heavy. So I'm gonna focus on watering plants where I can just set this on the ground. And then once it gets a little bit lighter, then I'll go back into the bedroom and water my Wally Grows in there. Yeah, she is heavy. Oh man, I really need to repot this Alocasia Frydek, because it is in just this tiny pot and it's not holding very many leaves at once because it keeps drying out. Plants all kind of need some attention. Like, they're getting a little raggedy. Dripping, dripping. It's okay, we have a rug there. Okay, my Pallidiflorum. I don't want to forget about this one. Oh my gosh. It's gonna put out a new leaf. That's exciting. I was thinking about removing some of these yellow leaves, but I don't know. Maybe I'll just kind of leave them and let it do its thing. I watered this actually not long ago because I noticed that it was getting dry. So yeah, it feels pretty wet still. I don't think that it's gonna need anything. Maybe I'll just top it up with like a little bit of fertilizer water because I think I just gave it tap water. Oh, I'm not gonna do that right now though, it's too high. Okay, this begonia white ice is like way overdue for water. Sorry, buddy. Yeah, we have some dead leaves to collect here. Oh my gosh, I almost forgot my Wilbur Graves. If you notice, sometimes when I'm watering, I put my hand behind the pot like this because sometimes this gets a wild hair and it just wants to shoot straight out, and I don't want water running down my walls. I was scrubbing off a lot of watermarks before I painted. And now I just have kind of like a sixth sense for when it's going to do that. But this thing does have a little bit of a mind of its own. But I am just, you know, it's something I'm willing to deal with because of the convenience that this provides me. Alocasia Dragon Scale, which just put out this stunning new leaf right here. How Gorgina, love her. Okay, that should be a lot of water. Hoya, we can't quite reach up there. My Anthurium Lux hybrid has this massive inflow right now. Can you see this? It's huge and it smells like cinnamon and it smells so strongly. Like anytime I'm in this part of the house, I can smell cinnamon. It smells so good. And I never hear people talk about that. That Anthurium inflows are or can be very fragrant. It's like a foot long, it's massive. And this plant actually has a yellow leaf right now, which maybe I'll go ahead and remove today. I was just leaving it on until it was like done, but it looks pretty done to me. So let's take that off. I don't know if I've ever had one of its big leaves like this go yellow before. It looks kind of crazy. Normally I trim them off before they get like super janky and old, but this one, maybe because it's in flower right now, it decided to I don't know. I'm gonna try to just break it off. Oh, it just came off super easily. Oh my gosh. This is crazy. Look at that. It's huge. Oh my gosh. Wow. Honestly, this probably is gonna need to be repotted this spring because it's been years since I've repotted this. I mean, like, the roots are so healthy, like surprisingly healthy. This plant is just so easygoing, it's ridiculous. I don't know what I did to deserve it, but I'm so happy that it's just like a chill plant. So let's give him some water. I normally don't even look at the pot. Like, I normally just water when I am assuming it's dry. I just blind water. So that's like how easygoing this plant is. And I think that once plants get to this maturity, they're just a lot more resilient and you can get away with more. So I don't really have to worry too much, luckily. Okay, this is getting a little bit lighter, but it's still kind of heavy. Let's turn these lights on. Let there be light. They're like, finally, it's like freaking 4 p.m. I'm gonna need to organize this cabinet soon. It is kind of chaotic. Anthurium King of Spades is still in sphagnum moss, and it's still pretty moist too, luckily. So I'm just gonna touch it up a bit like that. And oh, I actually want to transition this out of the cabinet, I think, my Begonia polensis, because I don't want to be growing this in a cabinet. I want to grow it in the same spot it was in before on the calyx. So I'm gonna give it a good drink and then move her on out. And hopefully she'll do okay, which is good because it's crowded in here right now. I think I'm gonna get rid of my Begonia Sinbad because it's just, I don't know, I feel like that plant just causes me a headache. Oh, I also didn't tell y'all, but I took off, I used to have a black background taped to the back of this cabinet. I took it off after I painted because one of the main reasons I had that on is because the wall was so damaged from the previous owner and I hadn't painted yet, so you could see the damage through and it just looked so bad. Is my phone ringing somewhere? I think my phone's ringing. Oh dear. Okay, no, it's just a text from Shane. I need him to pick up Olive's heart medication. What was I saying? Oh yeah, it looked so bad, but after I painted the wall, I was like, oh, now you can see the stunning paint color. So I took that off and yeah, I'm really happy with the like blue peeking through the back. Okay, so I'm gonna water these guys that are sitting on the bottom level. Yeah, I actually am really inspired to clean and rearrange this cabinet soon. I would love to do that because some of these plants in here are doing so well lately. I mean, I want to save some of the updates for the walkthrough, but we have some really pretty new leaves coming in, which is grand. So okay, so now my watering thing is a lot lighter, so I'm gonna head into the bedroom. I know, I have a weird order of doing things. Oh, Olive's not gonna like the tripod on the bed. Okay, well, you're not gonna get a great view because it's so bright. We have a chair back here. We've kind of rearranged the bedroom a little bit lately. So I guess I'm back to just climbing on this chair. Oh shoot, I forgot that I have 2 self-watering plants in the bedroom. I forgot about my Maranta, you guys. Oh well, it can get the more diluted mix, that's fine. Oh my gosh, this is such an awkward way to hold this. Hurry, hurry, hurry. Oh, oh. Okay, let's put that back. Oh, okay. This one, I mean, that's still wet. I don't think that really needs much water. The YIDI is always so thirsty though. I mean, look at it, it's huge. It drinks water like a beast, so fill this up. Okay, that should be good. Okay, and then we have my polyneuras, or my variegated polyneuras over here. Oh, we have some yellow leaves. That's okay. Polyneuras actually yellow leaves pretty readily, like my green one as well. I'm constantly picking up yellow leaves, so don't get worried if yours is doing that. I feel like they just have like a high leaf turnover. So I do take this one down to look at the pot because it is a cooler temperature in this room and I don't want to oh yeah, it's thirsty for sure. It's definitely, I can feel how light it is. So give this one some water, and the smaller one dries out more quickly, so I don't really need to check this one, but I will just look at it quickly. Oh, Olive's leaving. She gets annoyed of me. Yeah, this one looks good, looks thirsty, so gosh, it's pretty. So pretty. Okay. Honestly, maybe I could turn up the intensity of this grow light just a little bit. I just didn't want to overdo it, but I'm gonna turn it up a little. I actually should water this when I can see. I don't want to spill all over my books below here. That should be pretty good. I feel like I have a decent sense of like how much water I need to add to pots, just because I've had my plants for so long at this point. Okay, I'm in the bathroom. This is where 2 of my lemon lime philodendron are, so I'm gonna water these guys. These are not looking great since I brought them back from the store, but hopefully they'll perk up. And I left this in here when I got my last batch of beneficials. Oh, there's one in there right now. Okay, maybe I'll leave this in here a little bit longer then. Okay, now I'm in the office, which is messy, so I'm not gonna show you, but I'll grab the plants that I'm gonna be watering. So we have the philodendron brandy, which is in quarantine in here because this is new, and I am trying to be good about quarantining my big box store plants, or nursery plants, honestly. Hoya australis lisa, she's so cute. I need to find the tray that matches with this pot. It's somewhere downstairs. I don't know where it is. And then this orchid, I think I'm gonna take to the sink. This is a whole situation right now. Okay, so I saw some comments on the video where I shared that I got this orchid saying to take it out of the little plastic pot that it was crammed into at IKEA. Oh, this is actually still moist. You guys, I'm getting scared. I'm getting scared. Oh no. I don't know about these roots now. Okay, so yeah, some of y'all were saying that it's probably gonna rot if I leave it in that little pot that it was crushed into. But I also know that you're not supposed to repot these when they're in flower like this. So I just grabbed this pot, this orchid pot from downstairs, and literally just plopped it in. It's like, doesn't fit properly, but I didn't want to mess around with it. And I know that you're not supposed to pot them in too big of pots, so I didn't want to add even more sphagnum to this situation. But I fear that I might have been too late taking it out because it was like, I don't know, a week or two before I did it, and now some of the roots look like kind of dark. I don't know, you guys. I'm worried, and I thought I was gonna have to water this today, but it's still like moist, so I'm not. I'm just gonna leave it. I've seen some people grow orchids in water. Like you take a clear container and then you just have a little layer of water on the bottom, and the roots kind of, or the bottom of the roots kind of sit in that and suck up what they need. And I'm kind of tempted to try growing this one that way because I definitely have like a glass container downstairs that I could use. So let me know if I should try that. If you've done that before, does it work well? But it just looks like nice and easy, and I just seem to have an issue. So yeah, I guess we're not gonna water this one today, but that's a little update. Okay, I'm back over here. I know, I'm all over the place. Watering Hoya Thompsonii, which I cannot get to flower for me for the life of me, unfortunately. Maybe I should move it into the south window. That seems to kick all of my Hoya into gear. I'm reaching to do this Ripsalis that's on top of the Millsbow. And then I'm actually gonna grab these smaller plants that are on the wire shelves and take them over to the sink so that I can water them. Sometimes I am lazy and water them in place, but it's so much better to take them to the sink because it just makes a huge mess in the cabinet. Oh my gosh, these are bone dry. No, no, no. And they have emergent leaves right now. Oh no, even my queen is bone dry. That's not good. Not great. My bulbophyllum orchid, no sign of flowers yet this year, but look at this pretty new leaf it just put out. It's like so glossy. It looks really healthy. So that's something. This is from underwatering. Yeah, I struggle with these tiny anthurium. I don't like to waste this pricey fertilizer water, so I kind of water them into each other as best as I can. Yeah, now that it's warmer out, I really need to make sure I'm staying on top of that cabinet. Both of my cabinets, really. They just get so hot. Okay, so I will just let those ones kind of drain for a little while. Oh, this is almost empty again. Okay, I'm just gonna water my big Glorious here, who I'm gonna be retiring soon because my smaller Glorious is getting pretty tall. So that one's gonna go into this spot soon. And that other one is in semi-hydro, so it's easier to maintain than this one. Actually, let me show you. My Hoya Bertoniae variegated, or Hoya Bertoniae AF or whatever, like I don't know if this is a true Bertoniae intervariegated. Anywho, look at the long leaves it's giving me lately. Like, that's so crazy. They look kind of cool. Like, I'm digging it. Is it because it's getting lower light, or like, why is it doing that? It's so funny to see these huge leaves. Or maybe this is another example of Hoya giving me like huge leaves lately. It's just so crazy. Even up here, like they're so long. What the heck? Anywho, is this thirsty? It honestly, it's pretty wet actually. I'm not gonna water it. What about this one? This one's probably thirsty. Oh, that one needs a repot soon. I'm gonna add a little bit of water to it though. This is one of those plants that I'm always like, oh, it needs a repot, it needs a repot. But then it just like exits my brain as soon as I'm not looking at the inner pot anymore. So hopefully one day I actually remember to repot this, but it's not likely. Uh-oh, we're running out of water. Oh shoot, and I need to take both of my orchids to the sink. I water them in the sink. I don't know, I just do. Okay, I'm just gonna put these plants back first because they are sitting in the sink. Watering day low-key just reminds me of all of the other plant chores that I have to do. Need to make like a master spring list or something. Okay, what am I doing? Orchids, orchids. Yeah, she's thirsty. All of her roots are silver. She has this cutie new leaf that's coming out, kind of crazy there. And then this one, she's also thirsty, I would say. Look how silver those bad boys are. And this one also has a new leaf that's kind of coming out. I think I might move her back to the Visto shelf while she's not in flower, because she just gets a bit better light over there. Not that she needs a ton of light, but I don't know. She was happy there before, so if it ain't broken, don't fix it type of vibe. We need to mix more fertilizer water up. This is like serious when you have to water all the plants on the same day. Serious business. Okay, so we're moving into, just wait, I have to count. We're moving into watering the soil plants in the dining room, and that is definitely my least favorite section to water because I have the poles on the wall to take down, and I have the plants hanging in the window, and then I also have the stacked window, which only has a couple of plants on it right now, but it's just still annoying to like take down the linearis and da da da. So once I usually water in the same kind of pattern, like what I'm sharing with you today, when I'm doing all of the plants in one day. And once I get past the dining room, like once we're done this section, then I'm like, okay, I just breeze through the rest. So we're almost like over the hump here. And I almost forgot that I have to do the pings and the cactus. So that's like 2 extra steps for watering the dining room plants. So yeah, it's like pretty serious today. Okay, so I'm just getting back to watering through my phalaenopsis here quickly. And I'm just very careful. You can't see anything, but I'm just very careful to not get water in the crown. Like I always go like under any of the leaves because I'm just so paranoid of crown rot. Same with this one. I literally just water it like down into the pot. This one's like planted really good, so it's sitting above the soil line, so I don't think that there's much risk of crown rot for this one. I know I'm wasting a lot of fertilizer water doing this, but it's serious when it comes to the orchids. I don't like to water them on top of each other. Sometimes I fill up a Tupperware and I just bottom water them and let them soak in there for a bit. I should have done that, honestly. I don't know why I didn't, but whatever, it's done now. I do also use the soil concentration to water my poles in, and my poles are also dry today, so I need to water all of these poles as well as the pots. This one I can barely reach, but I can like just, this watering thing is in the way. I can just reach it. And after I painted the walls, I should have done this before, but I didn't, and they did end up like scraping up the walls. So after I painted the walls, I went and put little bumpers on my pole mounts so that they're not going to be taking the paint off. You can actually see some of the old paint did come off on this before, which is fine because I mean, I just wasn't like protective of the walls before because they were just so janky. But now obviously I've put my own sweat and tears into, oh my gosh, a lacewing, you guys. Oh my gosh. A full-fledged adult green lacewing just flew out of here. Wow, that was kind of magical. Sometimes they do evolve, which some of y'all have asked me, like, do my lacewing larvae just die off, or do they turn into adults? Most of the time they just die off, but there have been a few that I've seen as adults. Like I saw one last year when I had the lacewing larvae turn into an adult, and then I've seen one this year and then that one as well. So they're so magical looking. If you haven't seen one close up, they're really pretty. Like their wings are like lacy. Okay, so I'm gonna water these pots and their poles. And gosh, I need to do pole extensions already again. I feel like I just did all of the extensions. Like, do y'all not feel that way as well? Like, I feel like I just posted that video and now I already have like multiple that need to be extended. It's crazy. I guess that's spring for ya. It's really great though, because this Mandula pothos is rooted into this top pole, and I was really hoping that it would, so that I can chop and extend that top one, because this is getting too tall for the spot on the wall that it's in. I've kind of been enjoying doing like full watering days like this. I don't know why. I guess it just feels satisfying to wake up the next day and be like, okay, everybody's watered, like everybody's good right now. And I can, you know, work on whatever other plant chores need to be done, rather than feeling like I'm watering every single day. So I might stick to this as my new routine, because like I said, it is quick. Like when I'm not filming it, it is quite quick. And I do enjoy it. New leaf coming in on this Majestic. So I'm just gonna do the gigas over here, and then I'm gonna take all of my cactus and succulents to the sink that are on this shelf here, because they get their own fertilizer. Oh shoot, got water on the shelf. Okay, I'm gonna give my Thanksgiving cactus propagations here this fertilizer that I have mixed up. I'm not gonna give it my cactus fertilizer that I'm about to give, that I'm about to give the rest of my cactus and succulents. Oh my gosh, this electric water, it's never a dull moment. She's just whenever she feels like it. Okay, I actually might water my fern leaf cactus with this mix that I currently have as well. Now everybody else is gonna come to the sink with me. These can just hang out here for a little bit. Okay, this is chaotic. I'm gonna have to call this video like type B person plant watering routine. What was I doing? Oh yeah, the cactus. Okay, I'm gonna bring over also my burrow's tail, and I would love to bring over my rat tail and my monkey tail, we can't forget. A lot of tails, holy smokes. I wish that I was wearing my watch so that I could see how many steps. Oh, jeepers. Because I probably do a lot of steps when I'm watering. Oh boy. Oh boy, okay. Oh gosh, that plant is heavy and freaking, oh, I have like 5 spines in me. Okay, let's just water these and then I'll go grab the rest. Okay, so this watering can is 3 liters. And then I use my trusty Schultz cactus fertilizer concentrate that I've been using for a long time now, many years. So it says 7 drops per liter. I just do like a couple droppers full as an estimation of that. Can still feel spines in me. Oh yeah, I was gonna pour that through. Okay, let's do the monkey tail first. It's over here. It has its saucer under it, so I'm just gonna water it through. Give it a nice thorough drench. This is gonna move outside in probably May, maybe June. May might be a little bit chilly. But I'm excited to get it back outside. I mean, I will miss having it on the shelf, but it's just nice to see it living its best life out there, you know? Okay. These are actually like really quick to water all these plants with this fertilizer water. Do, 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 do. My Ripsalis are rooting, by the way. We took those cuttings together and they're doing well. The burrow's tail is like sitting on the edge of the sink. Okay. With my jungle cactus, I really do either. Like sometimes I just give them my normal fertilizer that the rest of my plants get, and sometimes I give them specific cactus fertilizer. And they don't really seem to care either way. This one actually isn't even that dry. I'm just gonna give it like a little bit. There we go. I'm gonna move these guys over. And then I want to grab my rat tail and my holiday cactus mix pot. Oh, and my spiral cactus. Okay, here she is. I don't normally take this one out of its hanging planter, so I mean, honestly, I can't really see much through this pot. It's kind of old and foggy, but definitely seems like it needs a drink. Spiral, another one that I rarely take out of its spot. Okay, my holiday cactus mixed pot. I don't know why the Thanksgiving cactus looks like it's dying and giving death blooms. Okay, but the rest of them look good. The Christmas and the Easter, they look fine. So water this guy through. Okay, I'm gonna let these all drain and then I'm gonna head back over and water whoever else needs to be watered in their spot. I'm gonna hold off on the linearis because the sink is currently full, but Hoya Mathilde is here. Oh, I need to do these poles too. Eesh. Oh boy. I'm gonna do the Crimson Queen here. I usually water this plant in place, but I would say once a month or so, I like to take it down and give it like a full drench in the shower because I can't really give it like that thorough of a watering because it will end up dripping. In fact, I'm gonna stop here because I'm just scared that it's gonna start dripping. I need to put a deeper saucer with it because that's the problem. Oh, let's do the compactor while I'm up here. The compactor kind of has a similar issue now because I took it out of its hanging basket and it's now just in a macrame holding the nursery pot, and then I put a saucer underneath. But it's the same thing, it's just like a shallow saucer, so it's not great. This Hoya Silver Dollar, I'm just gonna give a bit of a drink. Oh, you couldn't even see me over there. Okay, well this, I just finished watering the calyx. This begonia pink urchin was over there because I was using it in the background of something I was filming. But I'm gonna move it back to the Vitjo, and it doesn't really need any water right now. I just have to show this plant whenever I get a chance because I am obsessed with it. Okay, I'm back over at the sink. I'm gonna move all of my cactus back to their spots. The monkey tail saucer is full of water, so I'm just gonna dump that out so it's not sitting in water. And then I'm gonna put him back. Oh dear. Okay, never mind. The monkey tail saucer is really wet on the bottom, so that's gonna sit on a towel and dry off for a bit so that I'm not trapping water on top of the Vitjo shelf like that. You always need to have multiple towels on hand when you're watering chaotically like this, because water inevitably gets everywhere. Burrow's tail I'm gonna put with the monkey tail on the towel there to dry for a bit longer, because this one will just like steadily keep dripping onto the floor, so I don't like to hang it up right away. I have to be so gentle with it though. Linearis is down, so actually, do I even have any fertilizer water right now? Okay, now it's time for the pings, so I'm gonna bring them all over into the kitchen. It's just easier to water them in there. There's quite a few of them. Okay, and then this is where my zero water pitcher comes into play, because pings don't love tap water. I mean, honestly, they don't hate my tap water because we have really like high quality water here on Vancouver Island, but I don't know, I still just give them this most of the time at least. And I like to fill them up so that there's like a little layer of water on the bottom. Some of them I just have to like eyeball, like this one. I just kind of guess. They're really dry right now though, so they probably need quite a bit. Okay, I put all of the pings back and I just had something to eat, and now I'm back to wrap up this last area, the living room. Like I said, this part is really quick, so I'm almost done, which is nice. I just had to refill my water again, so I'm gonna do the lower plants first so that I don't have to lift it. So I'm gonna do this pole. And then some of these windowsill plants. This Syningia leucotricha, it's coming back, and I like to water this at the sink because it's just kind of hard to water it without the water going over the edges of the pot. So I'm just gonna pop it over there, and then I'll remember to water it after I'm done here. I have a couple of plants down here. Alocasia watsoniana and my Hoya coriaceae silver. That is a thirsty Hoya. And then I'm gonna do inside this cabinet here, which again, the light has been off today. Oh my gosh, this one is so thirsty. I just can't keep up with it. Oh man. I have to take it to the sink because it doesn't have a tray. This one doesn't have a tray either, but I just kind of let it pour into the anthurium that's underneath it. This Hoya clemenciorum. My begonia breviremosa has been doing really well in this self-watering soil situation. What else? Random anthuriums in here. I'm trying to feel if my Hoya undulata. No, it actually feels kind of moist. Oh my gosh, it has so many new leaves. Wow, they're pretty too. Yeah, this Hoya is so happy to be in the cabinet. It's looking so good. Yeah, no, I'm not gonna water it. It feels moist. Oh, the new leaves are like silky. They're so pretty. I'll give you a closer look when I do the monthly walkthrough, but wow, it's looking stunning. If only the clemenciorum would start growing, but it's not. I don't know what is up with that. I thought it would start growing when I put it in the cabinet, but I guess that was not an instant cure. Okay, this needs to go to the sink. And then we're on to the last few plants. Earlier, I was talking about how Polyneura are prone to yellowing leaves. So I always have a few yellow leaves to pluck off. And then I just like to kind of pick it up and see. Yeah, it's pretty dry, so I'm gonna give it a good drink. And then I have my philodendron SP Silver. I'm gonna fill up the pole. This one's putting out a new leaf right now as well.
Talking to me, honey?
No, I'm filming a video. Okay, and then last but not least is the vanilla orchid down here, which you can't see the pot right now, but that's it, I think. Oh no, I still have to do the plants in the window. Oh my gosh, I was just doing the lower ones first. Okay, well, we're almost done. That will be quick. There's only like 4 plants. We can't forget about these ones. Oh, and then I need to do the ones that I put by the sink. Okay, this anthurium. And then my Hoya mirabilis. My Hoya serpens, which is a new Hoya to this window section. I took this out of my Millsbow cabinet and popped it here in hopes of blooms this summer. We'll see about that. Hoya David Kamingii always needs water because it's always putting out like 100 flowers. Should probably upsize the pot sometime soon on that one. And then my whatchamacallit, Adansonii propagation. Just gonna top that up. My air plants were watered not long ago, so I'm just gonna leave them for now. They're fine. Ooh, this is a crunchy pole. Good Florida ghost. Okay, so I think that is it. We have watered every single plant and it feels good. Now things are still a little like, I don't know, there's still tasks that need to be done in terms of rearranging and cleaning up, tidying up, that kind of thing. But the thing that weighs on me the most with my plants is when they're dry and I know that they need to be watered. So it just feels really good to have everybody hydrated. I can wake up tomorrow and not have to worry about watering anybody, which is always a treat. So thank you so much for hanging out with me. I hope that this video was enjoyable, relaxing, fun, maybe a little bit informative. I don't know. Leave me a comment down below. I would love to hear from you. Other than that, thank you so much for watching and I will see you in the next one. Bye.